This broadcast is for April 25, 2026, Japan time. Welcome to Samurai MLB Talk. Thank you very much for watching. This channel is a place where we explore the essence of humanity through the lens of baseball, through the way we watch the game, the spirit behind it, and the philosophy it reflects from a uniquely Japanese perspective. To our viewers in the English-speaking world, I truly hope you'll enjoy this dialogue about human nature as seen through the game of baseball. Your support means more than I can say. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Part 1, Highlights of Japanese Athletes on April 25, 2026, Japan time. Kazuma Okamoto of the Blue Jays played as the number 7 hitter and third baseman in the game against the Guardians at Rogers Center. The team unfortunately lost with a score of 6-8. However, Okamoto performed brilliantly, recording 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 1 home run. His first at-bat, a home run to center field, was truly magnificent. His batting style is characterized by a lack of unnecessary tension, featuring a very clean and beautiful swing. The single hit in the 9th inning that struck the left field fence directly was also impressive. The way he perfectly caught a 154 km/h high inside fastball thrown by Cade Smith was a display of pure genius. I hope he continues to showcase his incredible talent in this way. Masataka Yoshida of the Red Sox appeared as the number 3 hitter and designated hitter in the game against the Orioles at Oriole Park. The team lost with a final score of 3-10. Yoshida recorded 1 hit. While he struggled to find a good contact until his hit in the 8th inning, I believe it was a positive sign that he managed to secure a solid hit in his final at-bat. For Yoshida, the most important thing is to consistently produce results whenever he is given the opportunity to play. To continue showcasing his skills with the Red Sox, he must keep performing even in limited appearances, as this will lead to securing more chances in the future. I hope he continues to deliver results like this whenever he steps onto the field. Pitcher Yusei Kikuchi of the Angels started the game against the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. The team lost 3-6. Yusei Kikuchi pitched 5 innings and allowed 5 runs. In the early stages, from the first to the 3rd inning, his pitching was masterful as he escaped several jams without allowing any runs. However, from the 4th inning onwards, his pitching lost some of its stability. I would like to see Yusei Kikuchi enhance his tenacity on the mound. While he started with excellent pitching, he has a tendency where once he starts giving up runs, the momentum is hard to stop. I look forward to seeing him make adjustments in his next start. Seiya Suzuki of the Cubs played as the number 5 hitter and right fielder in the game against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. The team won with a score of 6-4. Seiya Suzuki ended the game with no hits. Given his recent good form, I had high expectations, but it could not be helped today as the Dodgers starter, Sheehan, was in peak condition. Seiya Suzuki struggled today, including a swinging strikeout against Treinen, and couldn't find his rhythm. I look forward to seeing his powerful batting back in action in the next game. Part 2, Munetaka Murakami's momentum is unstoppable. Munetaka Murakami of the White Sox played as the number 3 hitter and first baseman in the game against the Nationals at Wright Field. The team won with a score of 5-4. Munetaka Murakami performed exceptionally well, recording 1 hit, 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 1 home run. Yesterday, he ended his game with a swinging strikeout against Murillo's 160 km/h pitch. However, in yesterday's broadcast, I mentioned that he would surely make adjustments. I said that he is a player who learns much from failure and grows because of it. Today, his frustration manifested as his 11th home run of the season. It was a spectacular home run. Since the Nationals pitcher, Mikolas, is someone he faced back in the NPB era, it may have been easier for Munetaka Murakami to track him. Even so, it was a magnificent strike. He seemed to drive a breaking ball out with his lead hand, a play that truly highlighted his incredible batting sense. While Munetaka Murakami is still evolving, he amazes us in every game and is steadily progressing as the next Ohtani. Before moving to MLB, it was often said that Munetaka Murakami could not hit high fastballs. There were even claims that no team would step forward to sign him because of this. However, the White Sox believed in his potential, and that faith has led to the success he is showing today. In NPB, the average pitch velocity is slower than in MLB. Therefore, it was natural for people to question whether Munetaka Murakami could handle major league speed. However, he possesses the strength and ability to learn from failure, grow, and eventually turn those lessons into success. The White Sox, who understood this and signed him, have achieved a great success. Moving forward, there is no doubt that Munetaka Murakami will grow into one of the representative power hitters of MLB. With his 11th home run today, we have high expectations for his batting in the next game as he rides this wave of momentum. Part 3, Expectations for the Veteran Stars and the New Era. Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers played as the number 1 hitter and designated hitter in the game against the Cubs at Dodger Stadium. The team lost with a score of 4-6. Shohei Ohtani ended the game without a hit. In his first and second at-bats, his timing was completely off, resulting in swinging strikeouts. He was late on the fastballs and too early on the breaking balls, failing to find his hitting point throughout those plate appearances. In his third at-bat, he drew a walk, and I felt he might be regaining his rhythm. However, in his fourth at-bat, he was called out on strikes. Overall, this game seemed to reflect a slump in Shohei Ohtani's condition. Nevertheless, since his at-bats from the third one onward resulted in a walk and a called strikeout, I feel there is hope for tomorrow. If he had finished his final at-bat with a swinging strikeout, I would be worried about his batting tomorrow, but a called strikeout is something he can move past. I believe it is important to have the mindset to switch gears and look forward. Currently, Shohei Ohtani is working through his swing and timing issues, and I believe he can recover with just a very slight adjustment. Fine-tuning is needed, including his batting form, how he catches the timing, and the initiation of his swing. I hope he reviews the footage of his batting carefully and prepares for a massive performance tomorrow. Until last year, when Shohei Ohtani was in a slump or Seiya Suzuki wasn't performing well, Japanese fans often became quiet and discouraged. However, starting this year, two young and powerful hitters, Munetaka Murakami and Kazuma Okamoto, have moved to MLB and are currently excelling. In this specific game, although Shohei Ohtani and Seiya Suzuki had no hits, both Munetaka Murakami and Kazuma Okamoto hit home runs. Because of this, the Japanese fans watching the MLB broadcasts from early morning into the afternoon did not feel unfulfilled. Instead, they must have been greatly excited by the home runs from these two young players. In this way, while Japanese fans have traditionally enjoyed MLB broadcasts centered around Shohei Ohtani, the rise of the younger generation has changed the landscape. With Munetaka Murakami hitting home runs like Shohei Ohtani, and Okamoto displaying powerful batting similar to Seiya Suzuki, the successes of Japanese major leaguers are now constantly reaching the fans. This has created a very good balance. Tomorrow, I hope to see Shohei Ohtani and Seiya Suzuki show us a performance that rivals the success of the younger Munetaka Murakami and Okamoto. That is all for today. Thank you very much.